Welcome back to the Soap Throne. My name is Tamika and today I'm here with a special project. I will be making a soap from Jan Berry, who's also known as the Nerdy Farm Wife, from her book Simple and Natural Soap Making. I got this book the day it was released and was super excited because it really is truly natural. So every recipe in here has all natural ingredients. I've looked at some other natural soap making books and it was maybe mostly natural, but not, completely. And so this one is. So I was looking through some of the recipes and they were so exciting. And I marked off a few with my little mushroom tabs here that I'm sure you can see. And I decided which one I would do first. So today we're going to start with this one, the warm apple spice and ginger soap. So, one thing to note about these recipes is that they're all palm free. So, that's cool. But I have to say I'm a little concerned because in the past when I've attempted palm free recipes, they've always come out way too soft. I've had trouble getting them out of the mold. I leave them in the mold for days upon days and it just would never get hard enough and it would just be ruined by the time I get it out of the mold. So Jan Berry, however, has a trick for this. So I'm going to try out her recipe and see how it goes. I'm hoping that it works out well. So let's get started. All right, so right here I've got my base oils. The recipe calls for shea butter, coconut oil, sunflower or sweet almond oil, and I'm actually using sweet almond oil, as well as olive oil. And I'm using the Pamache olive oil. And one of the things that I was most excited about with this recipe is that it uses apple cider. And for this one, because I live in Washington State, I found apple cider made locally. So I'm really excited to give this a try. I haven't tried fruit juices yet in soaps. And I know that because of the sugar content, the natural sugar content, that it's going to accelerate trace. But no matter, I'm looking forward to it. Now, so the apple cider juice is actually, let me move this aside, is actually inside of the Lye Solution. You can see it's a nice dark color. As well as the apple cider juice, I put in ground cinnamon and ground cinnamon and ground ginger, which was called for by the recipe as well. So the recipe, like I said, is calling for the apple cider. It's calling for not lots, but, a couple of spices. And yes, I'm sorry. I know I keep repeating stuff, but I'm just excited to give this soap a try. So we've got the apple cider mixed with distilled water and ground cinnamon and ground ginger, all in the Lye Solution. I will not be adding any colorants to this recipe. Her recipe does not call for colorants, so I'm going to stick to the original for now. Also, this is a 2.5 pound mixture of soap, so the bars are going to be relatively small. On to the essential oil. This smells so delicious. So nice. So for the essential oils, there is cinnamon leaf essential oil, clove essential oil, orange essential oil, and dark patchouli. And, I gotta say, it smells kind of sultry to me. Cinnamon leaf essential oil can be a little strong, kind of pleasant, but just strong, like kind of sharp almost. But I think that dark patchouli kind of mellows it out a little bit. So I'm looking forward to see how that works in here as well. So I'm going to begin by pouring the Lye Solution into the mixture. See that nice rich color? At first, when I added the lye, the dry lye to the liquid, it turned this sort of bright orange. And then when I added the spices, it changed up a bit and became darker. All right, so I'm gonna start blending. And at this point, looks like my shea butter has not melted all the way. That's never happened before, but I'm gonna move ahead anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my essential oil blend, and we'll see if we can get, that was nice. First I just gotta hit a big whiff of the cinnamon leaf essential oil, but then that patchouli just came in right behind it, and it was really nice. Okay, okay, I am happy because I don't see any more chunks. Yes, I do not see any more chunks of the shea butter, so that's good. And I'm going to stop right here. All right, so we're ready to pour. I'm going to move this here. Can you see all right? It looks like you can. Okay. This is going to be such a straightforward soap. I'm looking forward to it. As I've said how many times already? Now I'm smelling that orange, and it smells so nice. Oh my gosh, you guys, this smells so good. And I am sorry if I am blocking you. That's going to happen quite a bit. So I will apologize now for any future blocking. Let's bang this down. Hopefully we'll get out any air bubbles that might have formed in there. Okay, so another thing that she recommends, because of the natural sugars in the apple cider, is to cover this with a sheet of wax paper. Or maybe that's not why she said to cover it with wax paper, but she recommends covering it with wax paper. So what she does recommend, though, because of the sugar, is to check frequently because it could crack. So let me go ahead and get this covered as best as I can without causing... I think I'm going to flip it over. That does not want to go in easily. There we go. So I realized I told you which essential oils I was using, but I guess I should mention a little more about them. So my clove essential oil, the cinnamon leaf essential oil, and the orange essential oil all came from Brambleberry. And I'm using the tenfold orange. And that's kind of important because citrusy scents tend to fade really quickly in soap. So, in cold process soap, excuse me. Melt and pour will be fine, but cold process. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm causing some little air pockets by doing this, huh? Well, anyway. There we have it. So, I am going to keep this close by me for a little bit just to make sure it's not cracking or anything. And I will either be back tomorrow or the next day. You know, I don't even know why I bother saying that because it doesn't affect you at all. So let me just say I will be back soon for the cutting. All right, see you in a minute.